guys, it's Honey Buns and I'm back with another video. Today's video will be dedicated to Thanksgiving Day coming up this Thursday. And I'm sorry again that I'm always late to submit videos, but I'm trying, you guys. So in dedication, today's video will be about 7 things that I am grateful and thankful of this year. This is an emotional topic for me. So if you guys do tear up, it's alright, don't be ashamed. We're in this together, alright? And just so you know, this can get a little deep. Alright, number 1. I am grateful for the unexpected results. This year has been a lot of good and bad things that have happened in my life. And I know for a fact that all these moments are playing an important role in shaping me to be a better person every day. These unexpected results also help guided me to the places that I need to be in. I learned many things that helped mature me as a person. Number 2, for my family. For you guys who have known, this has been a pretty tough year for my family and I. Thankfully, it is over, so I'm okay with mentioning a little bit, but I won't go into great detail. But back in May, around my parents' anniversary, my dad showed symptoms that he was going to have a stroke, and fortunately he didn't, but there were signs such as numbingness in his fingers, he couldn't talk well, he would be slurring, and my dad felt like there was pain on his shoulder, and these were all the symptoms that showed that he was getting close to having a stroke. Luckily, it didn't happen in his sleep, and my mom and I encouraged him to go to the ER the following day, which happened to be on their anniversary. So that day, my parents spent it at the emergency room together, and my dad stayed a couple nights over there as well. Fortunately, the results had led my dad to quit smoking, because that is the number one thing that had almost brought him to lose his life. And I know there is a lot of stories about how, it's hard for smokers to quit, but I don't know. I guess this moment was a wake-up call to my dad to quit smoking or lose his feet. And in the end, my dad hasn't been smoking since then. It's been 6 months that he has quit smoking. Then in late September and throughout the entire month of October, my mom got into a car accident, and fortunately she was safe. And when she was taken to the ER, her x-ray showed that there was something in her lungs and her intestine, and the doctor suspected that it could have been a stage 4 cancer, starting from her lungs and spreading to her intestine. It had been a tough moment for me and my sister and my dad, because we almost had lost my mom in the family. And fortunately, after so many months of praying, being around friends and family who supported us through this hard time, my mom went into surgery and the doctors found nothing in her lungs. They said the only thing they found there were scars, which they are not sure where it has formed from. So yes, guys, your prayers really did justice, and they really do help the person that you're praying for. That, prayers do wonders, and I cannot stress that enough. Number 3, I'm thankful for all my friends. Honestly, without them, this year would have been extremely lonely and difficult. I am so blessed and grateful that I'm surrounded with such wonderful friends to always do their best to make me smile, to take me new places, to keep my head busy, to make me enjoy life even though I've been in a storm lately. And honestly, I can never repay it to them. Of how extremely grateful I am for them. Throughout this entire chaos, I can honestly say that I really found the friends that I've been looking for my whole life. And I'm really grateful that I gave a friendship but try again. And it really pulled me through, and I'm really grateful for that. To all my friends, I understand that you guys are busy, but the effort you guys put just to meet me halfway, to take care of me when I was going through my struggles, the fact that you made time for me, I am seriously grateful for all of you for that. Really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Number 4, I am thankful for being born to be optimistic and resilient. Without these 2 characteristics, I honestly don't think I would be able to make it through. During all these difficult times, I constantly had to remind myself that these bad moments were temporary, but you know how it goes, that it feels like a lifetime. But I kept telling myself, good things are gonna happen soon, just hang in there, don't stop, just continue to be strong. And of course, I've had friends who help encourage me to keep my head up, to keep my chin up, to stay strong throughout this entire ordeal. Number 5, I'm grateful that I am mature, that I was born with this perspective that there's a reason for everything, that I know every little thing is an important role for something to take place. When the bad things were happening as well, I kept telling myself, if I can pull through these hard times, then maybe someday I can help someone. Because it's so easy to give up. It's easy to let yourself fall apart because you keep telling yourself you're not strong enough, you can't do it, I just want to run away, I want to get high on drugs, I want to drink, all of this stuff. It's easy to give up. But to stay sober and keep your head when you're drowning, it's really tough. And you know what? It's possible. You just have to stay strong. And that's what I did. Sometimes the only thing is to be strong when you're left with nothing else but that. Sometimes all you just need is just to ask for help when you need it the most. Because, you're already armed with friends who are willing to help you. Number 6. To me, nothing matures faster than opening yourself up to someone else, to show them your vulnerable side, to show them a piece of you that you've always held back because you were scared that they would use it against you someday. And to me, number 6 is my former relationship. This experience deserves to be recognized because not only was it something very dear and important to me, it was what I needed to shape me and make me mature as a better person and also as a better significant other. In this relationship, my partner taught me how to move on and let go of the past. To see him as himself, he taught me how to embrace the little things in his actions and his efforts and every moment that we ever got to spend together, even though it was limited every day. Most of all, he taught me acceptance, to accept myself, to accept him, and how to love unconditionally. Sure, we fought frequently, often miscommunicating, often ego, often caring way too much when you shouldn't have. But it was never the arguments that I was counting. It was never who was winning the argument. It was about understanding each other better. And also, during these heated arguments, there was often truth behind them. I learned a little bit more about him. I learned a little bit more about myself. I learned to look beyond ego, beyond hurtful words, that it's a reflection of ourselves in it. And these were the moments I had to look inside myself. I also learned when to recognize when it was my fault, to apologize for the things I've done wrong because of my ego too. But I learned to forgive faster because I knew at the end of the day, winning didn't matter to me. I'd rather lose and lose my partner. I think that's one of the most important things I've learned in the relationship. That ego doesn't matter when it comes to loving someone. The number one thing I'll cherish the most in this relationship is the amount of effort we both put to make it work. Our relationship wasn't supposed to last several months. There was so many limitations. There was so many bad timings. There were signs of it everywhere that it wasn't right. I don't think I'll ever find a relationship or a partner that will ever put that much effort to make something work under such difficult conditions. Like I said, we weren't supposed to last, but we did. Yes, it's been extremely difficult. Maybe it's the wrong timing and everything, but I still went with it. I'm glad I went through it. He was worth it. Our relationship was worth it. And I was able to walk away now as a person as I am. I don't regret any of it. It was bittersweet. It was fun. It was challenging. Overall, it was a really good experience. Number 7. Overall, I'm grateful for a challenging year. 2016 is the worst experience of my life. Honestly. Sure, there were some good things, but it feels like a lot of the bad things outweighed the good things this year. I always believed that I would be the kind of person that would keep my cool even though there was a storm happening around me. But that didn't happen. There were moments that I didn't recognize myself. I didn't know who I was. I knew I wasn't perfect, but damn! I really learned a lot about myself this year. The good things and the bad things. And the mysterious things I never thought I would ever have experienced in my entire life. But yeah, shoot man, that is crazy. Overall this year really challenged me. It really drove me up against the wall. But in the end, it really matured me. Oftentimes, I didn't think I would pull through. You know what? Honestly, give glory back to God. All the glory to God, because all the prayers my friends have constantly poured upon us, and through their love and their support and families all over the world, it has been such an emotional ride for me. I don't question the bad things that have happened this year. I just still feel like perhaps this is God's perfect timing. That perhaps this is His way of showing me that these are the stories and the lives that our parents shielded us when we were kids. My parents did a hell of a good job protecting me and my sister from seeing what position we were in life. And I think this is God's wake-up call telling me that it's time I grow up. This is one of the things you kind of do realize when you're growing up, is that now it's your decision. You can't keep hiding behind your parents to make the shots for you. And we all have to go through mistakes constantly, because that's the only way to mature us, to teach us to be humble and grateful, remind you to appreciate the good things that happen in life. And man, if anything throughout this year I learned anything, it's that I'm grateful for everything that's happened. I'm grateful for what I've had and what I currently have. I'm really sorry about this video becoming so emotional, but honestly this took a weight off my chest. And I'm usually not this intimate, but I thought I'd just open up for once, and to thank everyone that has been there for me and my family, that I just want everyone to know that we're okay. So thank you so much for being there for us. Alright, one final thing. The quote of the day. So this one is from Matthew 5, and it says, "You're blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one most dear to you." And there's another quote, because I think these two work pretty well hand in hand. Another one goes, "Everything happens to you for a reason. The hard times that you go through build character, making you a much stronger person." By Rita Mero. And with that, I'd like to close the video. And thank you guys for watching and bearing with me. I'm really sorry for all the waterworks. This has been quite a long year. And honestly, I'm excited for next year. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys also realize the things to be grateful for, regardless of how many bad stuff has happened this year. I wish you all well, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye!